Welcome to the Nigerian Navy today. I am Jibrin Baba Ndachi. One of the huge investments in fleet recapitalization for the Nigerian Navy by the President Muhammadu Buhari administration is the acquisition of a landing ship tank LST-1314. The Nigerian Navy ship's newest warship NNS Kada, the magnificent masterpiece vessel, is in a class of its own. Just like every Navy ship, she's loaded with functional departments to ensure not just a smooth sail at sea, but the welfare and well-being of the crew members and others on board throughout a mission. The Nigerian Navy today crew engaged some of the departmental heads of NNS Kada on our first deployment to Guinea-Bissau. Please stay with us for this and other regular segments of the program.
Infrastructural development plays a crucial role in the effectiveness and operational capabilities of the Nigerian Navy. It is essential for the Nigerian Navy to enhance its operational readiness, force projection capabilities training and education programs, as well as maritime domain awareness, research and development efforts, and support for humanitarian assistance and disaster response. It also enables the Navy to protect Nigeria's maritime interests, maintain security, and contribute to regional stability. This is why the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awa Zubairu Gambo, is placing premium importance on infrastructural development across naval formations nationwide. The Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awa Zubairu Gambo, inspected the ongoing construction of the new Nigerian Navy Reference Hospital, Navy Town, Ojo, Lagos, on Monday, 8th May 2023. Still in Navy Town, Ojo, Lagos, he commissioned the following projects: new 24 units of one-bedroom, under training ratings UTR's accommodation at Underwater Warfare School, the renovated diving wing at Underwater Warfare School, the renovated Senior Underwater Warfare School UTR's accommodation UWW, the new girls hostel at Nigerian Navy Secondary School Ojo, the new 8 units of 3-bedroom flats for junior officers at officers' quarters, and the runway at Naval Air Base Ojo. Vice Admiral A.Z. Gambo also commissioned the administrative block of Naval Outpost Tongeji at Tongeji Island, Ipokia Local Government Area, Ogun State. Vice Admiral A.Z. Gambo was at the Naval Doctrine Command, Victoria Island, Lagos, where he commissioned the newly renovated headquarters. Still on Monday, 8th May 2023, the Navy Chief commissioned the remodeled and renovated Nigerian Navy ship Kwara Main Gate, Armory, as well as the under-training officers' accommodation and the newly completed shoreline revetment in Nigerian Navy ship Beecroft, Naval Base Apapa, Lagos, from where he inspected the ongoing reconstruction of Officers' Base Flat at Nigerian Navy ship Beecroft, Naval Base Apapa, Lagos. Articulating practical mechanisms in actualizing the blue ocean economy for the African continent is taking the center stage, and as such formed the aim of a symposium organized by the Security Watch Africa initiatives and the Center for Military Studies from Stellenbosch University, South Africa. The international symposium tagged Blue Ocean Economy and Security in Africa, Challenges and Prospects for Agenda 2063, had the Nigerian Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awa Zubairu Gambo, as the lead speaker. The symposium, which seeks to explore various aspects of the blue ocean economy and the potential roles that the navies of various countries can play in conjunction with public and private sector entities in ensuring security on the continent's ocean waters, was held from 4th to 5th May 2023 at the Stellenbosch Institute for Advanced Study Conference Center, Stellenbosch, South Africa. Discussions were aimed at exploring how African navies have experienced the unlocking of the blue economies in Africa and to further foster inter-naval cooperations and relationships between ECOWAS and Southern Africa Development Community navies. Security Watch Africa initiatives through the symposium is providing an important opportunity for the chiefs of navies to frame the agenda for naval participation in their respective blue water, thus boosting the blue economy and security in Africa. At the event, the Chief of Naval Staff Vice Admiral Awa Zubairu Gambo was honored for his outstanding leadership of the Nigerian Navy and Africa at large. The award was presented by Professor M.S. Chela, Dean of Faculty of Military Science, Stellenbosch University. He presented the award of exemplary leadership in maritime security.
Zero case is quite remarkable. Congratulations, sir. We must commend you for this. That, just like Professor Henry said in Gambia, we'll see you as a tactic or the light to point to how maritime security should be in Africa. Congratulations, sir. So I appreciate this.
Navy ship, also known as a warship or naval vessel, is a maritime platform that is operated by a navy or naval force for military purposes. Navy ships are designed and equipped for combat and military operations at sea. They serve a variety of roles and functions, including defense, force projection, maritime security, and humanitarian missions. They play a crucial role in protection of a nation's interests at sea, projecting power and ensuring maritime security. Navy ships come in a wide range of types and classes, each designed for specific missions and roles. From the smaller, multi-purpose frigates which perform a variety of missions, including escorting larger vessels, conducting anti-submarine warfare, and providing presence and deterrence, to the versatile, fast and heavily armed surface combatants destroyers designed for anti-air, anti-submarine and anti-surface warfare, to the large and heavily armed surface combatants cruisers, capable of engaging in air defense, missile strikes and anti-surface warfare. Others are the large flat-decked aircraft carriers that serve as mobile air bases for launching and recovering military aircraft. The submarines, designed for stealth and submerged operations. The smaller naval patrol vessels used for coastal and offshore patrols, surveillance and maritime security operations. The amphibious assault ships designed to transport and launch amphibious forces, including marines and their equipment, as well as mine warfare specialized ships used for locating, neutralizing and clearing mines from maritime areas and more. Ships are designed to navigate through oceans, seas, rivers or other bodies of water. They serve various purposes and can have different functionalities based on their type and intended use. Some common functionalities of ships include transportation, trade and commerce, passenger cruises, research and exploration, fishing, rescue and emergency response, offshore resource extraction, tourism, recreation and environmental conservation. with a massive support and funding from the Commander-in-Chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces, President Muhammadu Buhari GCFR. The support and guidance from the Minister of Defense, Major General Bashir Salih Magashi retired, and the Chief of Defense Staff, General Loki Rabo. The aggressive fleet recapitalization drive of the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awa Zubairu Gambo, has seen the Nigerian Navy taking a quantum leap looking at the successes recorded in recent times. The Nigerian Navy under Vice Admiral A.Z. Gambo has invested greatly in the acquisition and building of platforms for the Navy. One of such huge investment was the acquisition of a landing ship tank LST-1314, the Nigerian Navy ship NNS Kada. A tour of the vessel gave an insight into the magnificent masterpiece. And like most vessels in its class, NNS Kada is loaded with functional departments to ensure not just a smooth sail, but the welfare and well-being of its crew members on board throughout a mission. NNS Kada typically has various departments or sections to facilitate efficient and effective operations and ensure the well-being of the crew. Departments on NNS Kada include a deck department, engineering department, steward department, medical, communication, safety and security departments. The deck department is responsible for navigation, ship handling, and cargo operations. This department is largely under the purview of the captain, with other officers, helmsmen, and able seamen reporting directly to him. The engineering department manages the ship's engines, machinery, and systems. Because of the huge importance of this all-important part of the ship, a hierarchy of positions and responsibilities is shared. This includes positions such as chief engineer, assistant engineer, electricians, and mechanics. The essence is to ensure maximum functionality of the ship at all times to avoid a breakdown during a mission.
NNS Kada is a landing ship transport, one of the navals of the vessels of the current generation, born with various automated equipment and whose main function or sole responsibility is for harbor loading, beach landing, and even evacuation of evacuees in times of emergency. NNS Kada has a ro-ro deck that is of 500 square meter, which can take up to 12 vehicles at the ro-ro deck when properly arranged and stability considered. As the marine engineering officer on board NNS Kada, one of the core responsibilities is to ensure that the safety of the ship during loading and after loading and in transit is ensured. And this is mostly conveniently carried out with the help of the assistant marine engineering officer, who has been saddled with that responsibility of cargo loading and stability officer. Other functions of the marine engineering officer is to ensure that the propulsion system of NNS Kada, which is made of C3516 Caterpillar engine of 2,350 kilowatts power output, which can conveniently with a true propulsion achieve 15 knots within an economic or maneuvering speed.
The importance of good food to man and by extension to crew members on board such a large ship goes a long way to keeping crew members healthy and well.
You know, like being the logistics officer on board the ship, what are your duties and your responsibilities? That's the first thing you ask yourself. First, as logistics officer, your duty and responsibility includes planning, forecasting or estimating, planning and distribution of entire assets to various departments. So if you look at that, once the department itself is very important, being a supporting group to enable the men execute their operations. So logistics is the baseline of any department. So let's say for the morale of the men is very, very important. For the morale to continue to sustain the logistics department play a very vital role. So you see where the department is very, very important.
On NNS Kada, the steward department handles the housekeeping and catering services on board. This department has the steward, cook, galley staff, and housekeeping personnel.
The ship NNS Kada is a galley station. The people have the rail and industrial activities. When you enter the galley, you see the industrial range, which have succession, 6 succession. The parts of one of the sections you have the deep fryer, where you make some items of food, like maybe fried fish, chicken, pepper food. Then we have industrial baking machine, where we can bake our bread right there in Mascada. So when we do a cake, which we stand easy. Then we go still on the same industrial level, we have a range where we make our soup, cook or whatever. Then we have rice pots, and we have heater, that's where we boil water boiler. Then the other side we have a vegetable pumper, which is still industrial. It has ice making machine right there. So you see the project of the officer they treat the ship, they make everything possible, they do everything to put. So enable you to assess or cook whatever number you have, the number of crew you have on board to be sufficient.
Health, they say, is wealth, and on board a ship, emergencies are bound. Thus, a medical department which provides medical care and emergency response services, with the ship's doctor in charge. Others are the nurses and medical assistants.
To attend to sick person or personnel on board. But naturally, people will fall sick. There's no how you want to do. There's no how I want to do that people will not fall sick. Sometimes when we embark on a journey, on a voyage, we go out even with some civilian at times, and anybody can fall sick at any time, and it is my responsibility to attend to sick person on board. Also, during the course of operation, somebody may fall sick, may be injured. Then it is my responsibility to attend to such person. Apart from this basic role, people do come to me for medical advice. Instead of, because sometimes we go to see and spend 1 month, 3 weeks. They don't necessarily need to wait until they get back home to go to hospital to seek for medical advice. So, as part of my role, I give medical advice to such individual. Then, the ultimate goal of the role of the medical doctor on board is to educate personnel on how to prevent diseases or infection or any form of ailment, and to promote healthy lifestyle. In doing that, we put something in place which we do on a routine basis. Blood pressure check, BP check is done every Monday on a weekly basis. Thereafter, I do check their sugar level, that is glucose test. Then we also make sure that with the help of commanding officer, we have a gym at the Oro deck where it is mandatory for every personnel to keep fit. So we do physical exercise aerobic on board as part of our way. I ensure that as a medical doctor.
Then the communication department. The department manages the ship's communication systems, including radio and satellite communications. Here, the radio officers or communication technicians are always on standby.
What we do is ensuring the effective communication aboard the vessel. And like I said, we have different equipment and devices that you have to ensure that this equipment and devices are in good working condition. And like I told you, it is medical and there is what we call tactical communication, which involves the use of snipers. Numbers is a form of communication in which you have to use some means to ensure the security of that communication, as well as the communication means that you are going to use. So that will be your daily activity at all times to ensure that those equipment and devices are in good working condition.
The safety department is responsible for implementing safety procedures, conducting drills, and ensuring compliance with safety regulations. The success of the department rests in the hands of the safety officer or safety inspectors and team members. Not forgetting the security department, which ensures the security and safety of the ship, crew, and passengers. Here, the security officers and security guards ensure total and watertight security on board the ship.
What is about special forces is training and operation. We are well trained, both sea, air, land. I trust my men that exercise keep us going. And as you can see, every time my men are always at alert because we hate sleeping. So 24 hours, whenever you call us, we are out to devour.
In all, it is important to state that ships can have overlapping functionalities, and many vessels are designed to withstand multiple purposes in mind. The specific features and capabilities of a ship all depend on its type, size, and the requirements for its intended use.
you for being part of the program. We enjoy you to continue to support the Nigerian Navy, other services and security agencies. I am Jibrin Baba Ndache. Onward together.